Hello friends, how are you? It's me, Muhammad Daniel from Elixir Fragrances, back with another video. Today's topic is going to be very much interesting because today I am going to discuss about a very hype word which gets a very, which gets a hype in just, in 5 to 6 years, especially in the fragrance industry. And people especially use this word to fool their customers as well. And that word is artisan. I know that most of you already know this word. Most of you already come through this word in internet, in different forums. So especially when you see different platforms where oud oil is being so sell, and people try to sell their oud oils, but they use special word like artisan, artisanal. So what is it? What is the basic difference between artisanal and commercial oud? What is artisanal oud basically? This is my today's topic, that what is artisanal oud, because oud is being used for centuries and centuries. But if we look at the history, if we read the history of the oud oil, I think this word is never being used in the past. But why this word, artisan word, gets too much hype in just 5 to 6 years, or you can say like in 10 years? So why is it? So that today's video is going to be on this topic. So uh, let's start with the word artisan. Artisan, artisanal. Basically, artisan is a noun and artisanal is a verb. What is it? So, if you Google that word, you will find many definitions, different forums, different blogs where where you will find we will find the definitions of this word. People will, do some forums, so people just post their own opinion about this word. So if you just compile all of this information from different forums, from different blogs, from Google, from Bing, and etc., 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 you will find one thing common. And the common thing is that artisan means a product which is made up using a high quality ingredients. Okay, artisan means a product which is made up of using a high quality materials. This is artisan. Artisan is a noun and artisanal is a verb. So basically, this word is used especially for the products, for you can say eating products like baked bread, like pastry, like cake, etc., etc., etc. But nowadays, this word is also being used with the oils, essential oils, especially with the agarwood oil. So why is it so? Uh, okay, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing, that all of this discussion which I'm sharing with you and which we are doing is as per my analysis, as per my knowledge. Okay, so I just request to all of you that you should also participate so that we can learn from each other. So back to the topic. So the artisanal. Uh, Basically, nowadays, as you also know, that the demand of the agar wood is increasing day by day, day by day, day by day. So to fulfill those demands, there are several companies, or I can say that hundreds of thousands of companies in every country which are trying to produce the agarwood. Okay, but the material they are using is not the high quality material, because the high quality material doesn't give you a kgs of oil. Okay, A high quality material is not easy to acquire. A high quality material is not easy to find. First of all, keep in mind that those companies who are making oud oils every day, and not in the limited quantity but in kgs, so those are not using, so these companies are not using the high quality material. What they are using, they just use the mixed materials. Some of the material is high, for example like 20% of the good quality material, and other 80% they're using the white wood or other material just to increase the yield, just to increase the quantity of oil, which makes the oud oil more in quantity, but the quality is below zero. To be honest, uh, if any one of you who is who had any link with the commercial wood houses, believe me brother, and sisters, that the quality which the commercial wood houses are producing, I'm not talking uh, you know uh, I'm not talking that 100% of the commercial houses are producing that bad wood oil, no, but 70% of the commercial wood houses who are just you know just in in search of money, okay, they just they had no parameters, okay, they had no parameters. They don't care what type of material they are using, they don't care what type of water they are using, they don't care that what either their operators are washed before the distillation or not. It's just like, for example, if I give you an example, because I live in Pakistan, so there are many tea lovers. I'm not a tea lover, but there are many tea lovers. So if we go outside, we see that there are many stalls who are selling the tea. So what I see by myself, that they just put, you know, the milk, the some tea, and then they cook it, then they just pour into the glasses and then they serve it. Okay, for example, if I go to their stall and I said, bro, kindly give me some other stuff, okay, some other stuff like which is related with the tea but it's not actually a tea. Okay, I can say, bro, can you please make a coffee for me? So what does they do? They just put all those ingredients of the coffee in the same kettle in which they use for the tea before. So they don't even wash that kettle, and it's happened many times. So you won't get the actual, the taste of the coffee. Same happens with the apparatus. Don't if you don't wash the apparatus before the distillation, there are chances that your output is not as per the requirement. So this is the the main drawbacks of the commercial houses, that they had no parameters. They had no parameters. Believe me, they had no parameters. They just tried to just fulfill the demands of the customers of the houses, and sorry, and other than that, opposite to that, there are some distillers there are some distillers who had some strict parameters, who had some strict requirements to make the oud oil or any other oil. I'm not talking about the specific oud oil, I'm just talking about the parameters of the distillers. The one which don't have any parameter, they just making oils and then just selling it in the market. And other guys, they are very limited, they are few in numbers, you can also count it on your fingertips. So they had some parameters, they had some strict parameters and strict requirements to make the oud oil. First, they won't compromise on the material. They care about the material. Second, they won't compromise on the apparatus. They won't compromise on the temperature. There are few things which plays an important role to make the high quality oud oil. First one is the material. Second one is the temperature. If your temperature is not controlled, your output would never be as per the requirement. Okay, so these are some parameters. So one who follows that parameters is called to be an artisanal distiller. This is the proper definition of the artisanal distiller. So the person, a guy who distill the oil with those parameters is known to be as the artisanal distiller. Whereas if we look out the other guy who doesn't have any parameter and he just put, for example, if I'm talking about the rose, so if he is making the rose oil and he is not picking the fresh roses, he just picked the the roses which are not fresh and make the rose oil, the output would never be as good as the other guy who used to make the rose oil from the fresh roses. So this is the main difference of the commercial and artisan. The second question, so why this word is being used nowadays? This is the main reason. Before, if we look back at like 15 to 20 years before, you won't find this word being used with the oud oils. Why? Because only a good quality material is used for the oud oils. But nowadays, as I told you, that the demand increases. So to fulfill those demands, the commercial house is just making oud oils in a days. If an artisan distiller makes the oud oil in a weeks, the commercial houses make those oud oils in a days. So this is the main difference. And there is one thing I just want to clarify. There is some misunderstanding or misleading, misleading by the sellers to their customers, that they just they mix the distillation technique with the oud oil category. Oud oil category is different, like commercial or artisan. This is the category of the oud oil, but distillation technique is different. I came to know that many people who used to sell oud oils, they just selling the new generation oud oils with the tag artisanal. New generation is the distillation technique. Classic distillation is the distillation technique. Hydro distillation is the distillation technique. Manual steam distillation is the distillation technique. Fractional distillation is the distillation technique. It's not the category of the oud oil. So this is the main difference. And many of the people are just misleading their customers, their viewers, their social circle. So kindly please don't do this, and try to teach people accurate. And if you don't know about this, please don't mislead the people. So this is for today's video. Inshallah, stay tuned. If you like this video, share it, and stay connected with my channel, with my page, because as I am uploading video daily, so in upcoming days I will try to make videos in which I will show you the difference between the material which is being used by the commercial houses versus the material which is used by the artisan distillers. And one thing more, that on my previous video, in which I talk about the wild cultivated, wild and organic, all these three categories can called, if any distiller who just use the high quality material of all of that three categories, can be called the artisan oud oil. Okay. So most of the people just they think that only wild oud oil can called be an artisan. No, this is the category of the oud oil. This is the distillation technique of the oud oil. So kindly don't mix those. So I hope that you like this video. Kindly comment on this video if you like it, and do contribute and do participate in this video as well. So this is for today's video. Inshallah, we'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.